Hello and welcome to another Two Wheels and a Conspiracy Theory. Although for this particular video, the only real conspiracy is just how much I love my bike. I've had this bike probably about 6 weeks now. And I thought I would give my thoughts on what I think about it. The good, the bad. So if I jump straight in and say the very worst thing about the YZR 125 would purely be its price. I mean, I got mine second hand and it still cost me 3,500. That's a lot of cash. Second thing I'd say that I'm not that happy about is the price of insurance. Now, I'm not exactly a nipper anymore. I reckon if you were 17, your insurance could cost you from £1,000 upwards. I mean, admittedly, I am fully con. Another more unfortunate than bad thing, and that is the stealability of it. It is such a beautiful looking bike that there is always that worry. You know, you park it up and it gets taken. Now, if I'm honest, I actually think that those three things are the only things I don't like about it. Oh, no, tell a lie. I'd say the last thing, and again, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, but if you're used to riding something like, I don't know, a YBR, then you're going to find the style very, very different. Because of the fairing, the turning circle is, well, in a nutshell, there isn't a lot of it, but in time you definitely do get used to this. Right, so on to the things I love about this bike. Well, the first thing that hits me will be the height. Now, I'm 5'7" and I'm on tiptoes, so the bike is pretty big, and I must admit, when you're riding it, you really do get the sense that you're on a big bike. Second thing I would say is, and bearing in mind it is just a 125, that's the power. I mean, from first up until, I don't know, say fourth, you've got a lot of grunt in each power, and it is awesome for riding around town. Okay, what else do I like about this particular bike? Well, again, this one's a choice, but style-wise, I love the way it looks. Mine's in the matte black and grey look. I like that because you can be like a black leather jacket on, pair of jeans, you know, you look the part. Now, what about more specific details? Okay, brakes. How good are the brakes? I'd say the brakes are absolutely perfect. I mean, again, this bike is second hand, so it's not brand new everything. And these brakes handle absolutely fine for me. Now, something that I was made aware of through other people is the tyres. Apparently the stock tyres need changing almost straight away, if you can afford it. I remember someone saying it was like riding in the rain constantly, whatever the weather, just, you know, that slippery. Now again, being second hand, I think I've got Dunlop and possibly Michelin on this bike, and the grip is absolutely fine. Okay, moving on. The clutch. Now, I know a lot of bikes can have a snatchy clutch. That's hard to explain, but if you know, then you know. But I can definitely say the clutch on this bike is very smooth. Pretty much glides through the gears. The gear changes are exactly the same. Very smooth. Well, unfortunately, I have just thought of a couple of the things that, you know, just minor things that aren't so great. Now, the headlights. Only one of the headlights will ever be on at any one time. So if you go full beam, you'll get one light. And if you go dipped, you'll get the other. Not a big deal, but it can look as if one of the lights is broken if if you're not aware of this. And unfortunately, I would say there are two things that are worth changing straight away if you can afford it. One of them would be the stock exhaust. It makes the bike look rubbish. It's a horrible exhaust. And the other thing I would definitely recommend is a tail tidy. I mean, when I was looking for my bike, I specifically had both of those things in mind already. So I tried to find one that basically had that. And happily I did. This one. Alright, well, I can't really think of any other information that I can give you. I mean, I haven't done a 0 to 60 like some people have, but I can tell you that it does get there pretty damn quick. So I think the only thing left to do really is to pull over and basically show you the bike with the few little modifications that were already done before I got it. Alright, now this might get a little bit awkward, because I'm going to have to take the skid lid off. So I'll carry on talking, but you may or may not actually hear me. Oh, that's better. Right. So, skid lid's coming off. Right, so let's give you a slight view. So as you can see, there's the non-stock exhaust. Del Kevik